Good evening, viewers. Today we have Shreyastha back with us. Welcome, Shreyastha.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening to Candid Meena family as well.
It's always nice to have you with us, Shreyastha, because whenever we discuss topics, you come out with a lot of new things that really educate a lot of us. So thank you for that.
Yes, I'm also very happy, ma'am. I feel like, my work from past 6 to 7 years, it needs to come out, and I want people to know, and I want everyone to know their rights, their civic rights. And a lot of people are in such situations, but they don't have an outlet, and no one talks about it. Ma'am, you're like one of the first channels and only channels who is speaking the reality. These are the things, me and my group people, we discuss in some groups, and it remains in our group only.
Hmm,
And I always think, like, where is the justice, you know so
hmm.
it's very good that you have taken the initiative, and thank you for having me.
No, it's always a pleasure to have people like you. As we had Dr. Ganesh yesterday, and see what happens is that Dr. Ganesh is someone who's an AI expert plus so much of spiritual knowledge. So when he combines, see, because if you look at the our background in India, what have our sons been doing? Combining spirituality with science and technology and everything. So it's a way of life. And now, see, the next generation is Dr. Ganesh, and then you're the new generation. So you all are all doing so much of work on this. And if we can change the way injustice is done to people, if you can use these AI tools for that, I mean, nothing like that. See, because every time I feel very sad. See, I was Shreyastha, today I was just watching, see, because we closely follow everything that the SSRians do. Because, see, SSR is so close to us. So
Yes.
today there was a tweet where, not only Smriti Irani, but another politician from Mumbai, she also, in the House, speaks about Sushant's as death as suicide. So then I realized that, my God, this is a strategy. These BJP people are going towards something, and I felt so disgusted and upset and sad. I mean, how can you do it? The whole world knows that this young man, this talented man, was butchered, you know, and you are telling us that, see, we have to believe your stupid theory that he committed suicide. Who are you trying to protect?
Ma'am, ma'am, today it is Sushant. Yesterday it was Jia and so many other girls. Ma'am, even our the Sri Devi ma'am, and even the other young girl, ma'am, I'm forgetting. She was married to Sajid Nadia Dwala. What was her name?
Yeah, Divya Bharti, yeah.
Divya Bharti. Ma'am, so courageous, so young, so quick in her expressions. Their soul is yearning for this justice. You know, justice delayed is justice denied. I firmly believe in that. And there was a time, we are not the land of criminals or Bollywood. We are the land of a great civilization, of a great Hindu civilization, of a great Sanatan civilization that they want to break. And from the time people like politicians like Smriti Irani have entered, तो कहते हैं ना, एक गंदी मछली पूरे तालाब को गंदा कर
Ah,
देती है. She has really done that. She has managed to manipulate. Yes, she won the hearts of many people from her serial, but real life is different from real life, and real politics has impact on policies. And that's why you will see a lot of people say, "अरे brain drain क्यों हो रहा है?" Look at the policies. There is nothing done to retain the brain. They
mm,
give dismal salaries. They do
mm,
all these bullshit things, and I feel like nepotism is on rise, and everything is on rise because of such people. And
yeah,
these people, they need to. It's time and enough. We need to unite and talk about it.
yeah.
Really, that
In
is.
fact, see, yeah,
Hmm.
one more thing that I wanted to mention before we start is that, see, we are constantly in touch with heroes like Sameer Wankhede
Yes.
ji. And today he sent me a post where, he is uh, he's being given some sort of a accolade. And in one of the photographs, Devendra Fadnavis is congratulating him. Look at the irony.
Irony, full irony.
Huh? Your politicians threw him out just when one superstar made one lightning visit to Delhi. You know, after that lightning visit, and God alone knows how many Rolex watches and how much cash was exchanged.
Hmm.
Within hours, his son was freed, and Sameer Wankhede was blown away. Now, everybody kept quiet. Even today, they are keeping quiet. How come they are acknowledging him today? I mean, you mean to say you're
Ma'am,
acknowledging a very righteous person by giving him an accolade, and you're saying that what you did was wrong? You posted him away from the NCB, where he was, doing fireworks. So, at the behest of Nawab Malik, and of course Shah Rukh Khan, you posted him away. So now today, Devendra Fadnavis, if you have not protested so far, does that mean that you have, you agree with the fact that he was, victimized? You understand? See the irony of it.
ma'am, yeah, I want to explain here something. I'll tell you, Mr. Devendra Fadnavis, I have very high hopes for him and from Nitin Gadkari ji also. But the thing is, they all are in that same boat. Neither, even if Devendra Fadnavis ji is supporting Sameer Wankhede ji, uh, on the outside he has to play the game. So now I don't know, from Nitin Gadkari's side it's very clear he is with the justice, but when you are a politician at that stage and where he is right now, he has to play the game from both the sides, and it's very hard for even for me to trust him at this point in time. We know that Sameer Wankhede ji is like correct, and we know that what he is doing, ma'am, he's a great example for our generation, and hats off to him. And I always pray for him and his family that he has not gotten out of the path of dharma, no matter how hard it has been. And ma'am, I want to tell today something about what white collar crime is. And even after having so many departments, be it CBI, be it ED, ma'am, n number of departments are there. There is a special narcotics branch, there's a special training branch, and ma'am, loads and loads of money is spent from decades. And you think these people are not caught? They are always caught, but they are always freed because of maybe people like क्योंकि सास भी कभी बहू थी मैम or whatever, फेकता and all that stuff, because they always
See,
hijack things,
yeah.
always.
See,
And yes
Shreyastha,
ma'am.
yeah,
Hmm.
you say that. See, they have to play this game. Okay. Now, what I would ask you is that, see, why play a game at all? Okay. So the
Maybe
truth
ma'am
is
he
the
wants
truth.
to remain in
Yeah.
power,
No,
you
what I'm
know.
saying is truth is
Yeah,
truth. Okay.
truth is
Lies are lies. Okay.
simple.
You will only play a game when you have a weak wicket. Okay.
Correct.
What is your weak
Yeah,
wicket? Your weak wicket is your wife. Okay.
correct.
She's just a mediocre singer. I'm not saying that she's bad. She's got a good
Mhm.
voice. She's a mediocre singer, and she needs lot of push. Even these Jackie, these, what do you call these, anything that pushes her up is not enough. You need like a crane to push her up. So who is this crane? The crane is Bollywood. So as long as he's going to depend on people like Bhushan, for bringing out her records, how is he going to solve it? And how can he look at Sameer Wankade's eyes? How can he look? He's there, his wife is there. How can you look at a righteous officer's eyes and say that, see, I'm giving you an award or I'm shaking your hand, you know, when I
हम
have done
photos
you.
के लिए photos और press के लिए ma'am, in my family nobody goes for such awards. Like I ask my family members, they don't go for such awards. They're like fake a bit. All these everything, even if, like, if even if we see Malala getting the prize at a globe, everything is staged.
Hmm.
And then you have the question of people like you and me and all the other people who are, from candidate, who are joined in this mission or who are in this SSR mission, wherever they are, whether they are doing protest or tweets or this and that, we are fighting for the truth no matter what. And this is something they cannot believe, and this is the power of social media, ma'am. If they are using internet for the bad things, social media has brought it to light. Even though we might say, okay, the likes are not that much, this much, but it is going to the right people. The right people, so many people's eyes have opened. Because I am from Bombay, I grew up in Bombay, ma'am. These people, they have been arrested by people from my family also when they were nobodies. I have seen them when these all these so-called singers and all, they were nobodies, ma'am. They used to come, they used to actually perform in all these police functions, or maybe custom functions or income tax functions. All your Salman Khan, this Khan, he's come and danced and taken his money and everything. When they were literally nobodies. Today they are acting like King Khan and Badshahs and whatnot nonsense. पैसा इट्स कहते हैं ना, पैसा फेंको तमाशा देखो. दिस हैज बीन ever since the time it has been there. But there are also, ma'am, very good artists, really really talented, who do original stuff. Unfortunately they are not so devious minded. Devious mind is the right thing. That's why they never come up, because you have to go hand in hand with these people. I'll explain why. People who go hand in hand with these guys actually rise. There is a reason for this, and all it has to do is with white collar crimes. ओके, तो मैं थोड़ा हिंदी में भी आज बोलूंगी,
हाँ,
बिकॉज
बोलिए बोलिए बोलिए.
हिंदी में भी बोलना चाहिए.
हाँ,
एंड
प्लीज.
सो पहले वाइट कॉलर क्राइम क्या होता है. ये फाइनेंशियल फ्रॉड से रिलेटेड होता है. फाइनेंशियल फ्रॉड इज वेरी नॉट, इतना आसान नहीं है प्रूव करना, क्योंकि इसका पूरा श्रेय जाता है पैसे को, ब्लैक को कैसे वाइट करना है. ठीक है, और इंडिया में पैसा पूरा काला धन ही है. देयर इज नो सच थिंग एज वाइट मनी. और कैसे होता है पैसा वाइट. तो सबसे आसान और तेज तरीका है इंडिया में, जैसे मैंने देखा है मूवीज, सीरीज, सॉन्ग्स, कोई भी एक आर्टिस्टिक चीज या कोई एक लग्जरी प्रोडक्ट, ठीक है, जो लोगों को चाहिए, जो लोगों को बहुत अच्छा लगता है. कोई भी शाइनिंग चमकता हुआ चीज लोगों को बड़ा अच्छा लगता है, चाहे वो रोलेक्स की वॉच क्यों ना हो, लंबोर्गिनी की कार क्यों ना हो, और कुछ भी. और ये लोग ये परचेसेस क्यों करते हैं, क्योंकि हर साल कोई भी अगर आप बिजनेस करो या कुछ भी करो, अगर आपके पास इतना पैसा है, आपको प्रूफ करना पड़ता है ये पैसा कहाँ से आया, कैसे आया और कैसे बना. तो प्रूफ कहाँ से आता है, एक बिल से आता है, एक रिसीट से आता है, और दिखाया जाता है कि हाँ एक ट्रांजैक्शन हुआ है एंड एक बिजनेस एक्टिविटीज है. क्योंकि बिजनेस में ना चीज़ें इन्फ्लेट और डिफ्लेट किया जा सकता है ना. लोग सैलरी भी मैनिपुलेट करते हैं, कुछ भी मैनिपुलेट करते हैं. तो इसीलिए आप, मैम, व्हेन यू मेंशन राइट, रोलेक्स का वॉच दिया, ये दिया, वो दिया, ये
In
डायरेक्ट,
fact,
आजकल डायरेक्ट कैश
in
देंगे तो
fact,
पकड़े जाएंगे ना.
in
कैश
fact,
देंगे तो पकड़े जाएंगे.
during the
या,
interview that she
या.
had with Neeraj Mishra, Smriti was wearing a Rolex. So I'm not alluding to anything.
रोलेक्स, you know. रोलेक्स,
Yeah,
लंबोर्गिनी.
yeah.
और
So let us
आप
move
लोग,
to this topic. Yeah. Okay,
मैम,
you
वन
wanted to say
स्मॉल
something?
पॉइंट,
Ah,
जस्ट
bolo.
वन स्मॉल पॉइंट.
Ah,
मैम, अगर आप सॉन्ग्स देखोगे ना, तो सॉन्ग्स में भी वही क्यों किया जाता है. इफ यू लिसन टू बादशाह सॉन्ग, लंबोर्गिनी, ये
yeah. Ah, ah,
वो लोग वही चीज को मिमिक करते ताकि उसका सेल्स भी बढ़े. तो ये
ah.
लोग क्या कहेंगे ना, अब तो ये एक ब्रांड है, ये तो सबके पास होना चाहिए. देन फिर ऑल दीज पीपल लाइक दीज पॉलिटिशियंस, इनको क्या अक्ल है, कुछ नहीं. जो सबके पास है, जो कोई अमीर इंसान के पास, आई वॉन्ट दैट. It doesn't matter, they don't understand. There is a style, there is a status quotas, and आपको क्या भाता है, तो वही आपको लेना चाहिए. ये नहीं कि सब लोग अभी लंबोर्गिनी
Hmm.
खरीदेंगे, कोई उसको
Suit होता है.
मेंटेनेंस उसका कितना है. दैट्स व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. कुछ दिमाग नहीं है, इसके
Hmm.
पास है तो मुझे भी वही चाहिए, एंड आई वांट दैट ओनली.
Hmm.
सो वील टॉक अबाउट दिस. या,
Yeah, yeah. So moving on to Sukesh Chandrasekhar Shreyastha. See, he was sitting in Delhi's. He's sitting in Delhi's Dihar jail and extorting money from to the tune of 200 crores from Aditi Singh and giving all these gifts and everything to his these girlfriends, which are actresses. Now, around a year ago, he was leading a very uber luxurious life in Chennai, a sea facing bungalow, a fleet of cars, which included Ferrari and Porsche, a wife, and several girlfriends. He was also known as Balaji, and he worked really hard, to get all this, finding super rich targets, impersonating high-ranking officials, wooing Bollywood actresses, and such not. Okay. Now he is now in Delhi Sihar jail for allegedly extorting 200 crores from a desperate wife of a millionaire who was trying to bail out her husband. And guess what? He pulled this off while sitting in a jail. Soon his selfies with actress Jacqueline Fernandez in connection with Nora Fatehi became the talk of the town. As the details emerged, he left us baffled and impressed by her. Now, several production houses could also be in a rush to buy copyright and convert his life into OTT series as well. Now, this nobody, became a con artist to dupe 100 people and become a billionaire. It's a very strange story, isn't it, Shreyastha? Because, see, I'll tell you something. Just before you start, that I'm constantly looking for news as a journalist, and a small news alerted me, and I looked at it. It was from Jacqueline Fernandez saying that, see, I'm getting married, and maybe from Hapia, that getting married to a millionaire, and I'm going to buy a house in beautiful house in Mumbai, sea facing, and blah blah blah. So immediately, this is just during the COVID and just after that. So I was saying that I retweeted, who on earth, you know, will give would have given her money to buy all this, and who is this man? Okay, shouldn't the ED and the income tax people look into this? So immediately after that, all this thing started. I'm not saying that it is because of this, but a lot of attention went to her tweet,
Hmm.
you know, and then the whole thing happened. Then she says that, see, he was the one who fooled her, when we all know that she's just a escort.
Nobody. She's a
Yeah,
nobody. She's a
yeah,
flop
and
star.
she was moving around with everybody from a Qatari man, to sheikhs and all that. So it's nothing new for her. So for her to act suddenly, as a holier than thou attitude, that was something nobody could believe. Yeah. So to you, Shreyas.
Ma'am, this is nonsense. Okay, the similar thing I can tell even about Sridevi's daughter. Sudden wealth has come from Dubai, buying houses, this, that, all sea facing and all that stuff. These are all the desirable things. These are all what the real estate mafias also sell these people. And you look, they just buy into it. Okay, because if you see, even if you ask people from Sri Lanka or if you hear them, they're like, who is she? She's a nobody. She couldn't make it in Sri Lanka, so she's going in India, and yeah, she's Miss Universe or whatever. But which of her movies have done well? I mean, maybe she dances well, good dancer and all that, but acting and all, I don't think so. Because I mean, when you look at great actresses like Sri Devi and all these great people who we have lost, Sushant, those are fine actors, multi talented people who could do so many things in such a short span of time and very well. What is she doing? Only showing her cleavage and her body and this and that, and yeah, taking a price for her every visit and everything. Okay, fine, that is PR. Maybe that is how these models and actresses are earning money today or whatever. But having really really high hopes and I want the sea facing bungalow only, it makes no sense because her career graph is not that great. And yeah, she's always finding somebody in the background. How, right? How is she how are these people like Sukesh jail say he is operating such a big business? She is able to extort people, blackmail them, threaten them, because their network is very very big, बहुत big है क्योंकि ये politicians को जानता है. Because मैम I'll just say he used to pose as मैं सन टीवी का, मैं जय ललिता का अ, दूर का रिश्तेदार हूँ, उनके कजन का बेटा
Shekhar
हूँ.
Ratnavela.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know if this is true or not, but that's what he used to pose, and he used to say
Yeah, he
Sunny.
was the nephew of Jayalalitha, and he owns Sun TV.
Okay, ma'am, I don't know if it is true. Is this true
No,
or
no, 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 no. It's
right?
all
No,
lies.
not at all. So,
Yeah.
ma'am, these are like, so this is like the psychology of a white collar criminal is they are very egocentric, narcissistic, and they are only for themselves. Even in their brain, the amygdala, the part that processes empathy and stress, it's very small. तो उनको समझ में भी नहीं आता है तो and normal people like you and me, इतना बड़ा झूठ मैम, small lies everyone says to get away or to get things done, but this is a big lie and you are exposing it on public. कोई भी 10 बार तो सोचेगा ना, कोई भी मैम. ट्रेडिशनली भी अगर आपके पास बहुत पैसा है या कोई भी कुछ नया लाता है, ऑफ कोर्स एक दो बार हम बताएंगे व्हाट आई हैव दिस, बट आपको अब अगर आप समझदार हो, आपको पता है कि सोसाइटी में ब्लेंड होके रहना है, छुपाते हैं लोग. द रियल रिच पीपल पे द Forbes list to not come on this list because they don't want eyes on it, you know. And the people who want to show off, like Warren Buffett or this Bill Gates, they pay these people to be on that list. This is the reality. Okay. And ये अभी coming back to the mindset of white collar criminals like Sukesh, इनको मनी, इनका टास्क होता है पैसा रोटेट करना. कैसे पॉलिटिक्स, बॉलीवुड, गिफ्ट्स, ब्लैक मनी एंड वाइट मनी इज रिलेटेड. पैसा को रोटेट कैसे करेंगे फिल्म्स के थ्रू. या इसीलिए यू विल फाइंड आवर बुढ़ा बादशाह सेइंग, अरे इतना करोड़ का किया, ये किया, वो किया. कुछ नहीं हुआ है, सबको पता है. You know, maybe he even paid, maybe some people liked his movies, whatever they are, as die hard SRK fans as well, but इतने नहीं है कि वो लोग इतना extrapolate कर सकते हैं. You know, that extrapolation is wrong. And what they are saying is, जब ये लोग गिफ्ट्स और ये सब दे रहे हैं, which means he has, जैसे आपने कहा ना, एक weak wicket है. There are many secrets, many dirty things. By dirty things I mean शायद पोर्नोग्राफी से जो भी है, डार्क नेट की एक्टिविटीज़. एंड जहाँ तक मैं देख रही हूँ, इवन दुबई में अगर आप देखोगे कि बहुत सारे इंडियन वुमेन एंड मेन फ्रॉम लोअर कैटेगरी आर वर्किंग एज स्लेव्स देयर, और डोमेस्टिक हेल्प के नाम पे उनको स्लेव बनाया जाता है. तो यही ट्रांजैक्शन होता है एक्चुअली. इसीलिए मॉडल्स, गर्ल्स को इतना इजीली, तो ये सारा ना, ये पूरा का पूरा रिंग पूरा लिंक्ड है. पूरा का पूरा, ये पूरा का पूरा लिंक्ड है. एंड एक बार क्या होता है कि वंस यू आर ऑनलाइन और ऑन सम मेनी मीडिया चैनल, यू आर एक्सपोज्ड. एंड आज के दिन में इट टेक्स, आई हैव हर्ड, इट टेक्स less than $5 to get an entire data of you, biodata of you from anywhere. किसी को थोड़ा बहुत पैसा दे दो और आपको पूरा का पूरा इन्फॉर्मेशन मिल जाता है. सेकेंडली, व्हाट आई थिंक, सुकेश ने वाइफ का एक्टिंग भी किया. आई थिंक दोनों मिले हुए हैं, ऑफ कोर्स, क्योंकि
Yeah, they are.
इंडिया में, या
It is
इंडिया में,
they are fraudsters.
या फ्रॉडस्टर्स. एंड एक और चीज, मैंने जितने
मगर
बिजनेस,
इसमें एक और चीज है श्रेयस्ता. See, politicians are involved in this. See, AAP is involved heavily in it. AAP has been paying. He has been paying AAP a lot of money. So it is like, the nexus is between politicians, criminals, Bollywood, and of course media and PR are always there.
मैम अगर आपका कनेक्शन जो मुझे दिख रहा है, आई फील लाइक आप इज ओनली देयर, इज द सेकंड कांग्रेस का बेबी है वो. एंड इट इज ओनली देयर टू ब्रिंग बीजेपी डाउन.
Yes,
एंड आई
yes.
थिंक, इफ मेरे हिसाब से, ये मेरा जो मैंने एनालिसिस किया है, अगर इसमें जो आवर प्रेजेंट मिनिस्टर है मैडम, हु इज वेयरिंग रोलेक्स, इफ शी इज इन्वॉल्व, देन वो बीजेपी तो बस एक कवर है उसका. अंदर ही अंदर वही दीमक है. शी इज द टर्माइट हु इज ट्राइंग टू ईट बीजेपी फ्रॉम इनसाइड, according to my analysis.
Here, see, my doubt is also there because, see, who makes close friendship with Bill Gates? Okay,
Soros
whatever top business and all that is okay. That's with the government. But what about Bill Gates Foundation? Why is she so closely connected with them? What is the foundation doing? So these are all things that we need to find out.
मैम एनी
And-
फाउंडेशन जब पैसा आता है, ट्रांजैक्शन होता है, इट गोज टैक्स फ्री.
Yes.
That is
And
why there
also,
is
one
one
shocking
clause.
thing.
Yeah.
One shocking thing that I heard was, I don't know who it was who was saying that, see, they wanted clarification. I think it was some journalist who tweeted saying that, see, can Rahul Gandhi tell us whether he was running a home for young children, in his house? So destitute children. So you can see there is something very, very weird going on.
Various.
Yeah, and that
Being
also nobody
affected.
has even uttered anything, as though they don't know. I mean, if it is happening in his house, I mean, all the focus will be on that, unless he has hidden chambers below.
100% he must be having.
Ah.
100%, without a doubt. Call those architects and civil engineers and the contractors who must have made these hidden doors for him and designed these things for him. They will tell the reality, but they must be paid a lot of money to keep their mouth shut, and they must be bound by contracts as well. Okay.
So now, going back to the kind of gifts that she has received, she got Birkin bags, clothes from Chanel, Gucci, YSL, Hermes bangle, Tiffany bracelet, rings and earrings. You know, he gifted her Rolex, Roger Dubuis, Frank Muller watches, and a brand new Mini Cooper, and then a lot of cars, like Porsche and Maserati for her relatives, all her brother, sister, mother, in Australia and all that, her sister in USA and her brother in Australia. And he also gave loans of $180,000 to Jacqueline's sister in US and 50,000 to her brother in Australia. And if that is not enough, he also bought her cats, four of the what do you call the most expensive cats, and a horse.
Yeah, they call each other bunny
Yeah,
and egg and Easter egg. I'll miss your Easter egg and अगले Easter में मैं बाहर आऊंगा. He is that confident. He is that confident कि ये बाहर आएगा अगला ईस्टर जैकलिन के साथ मनाएगा. He is
yeah,
that confident.
my God.
Wow.
And where is she? Where is she? Has she disappeared from the scene? Because we know she left the country.
All are
She said
flying
she
back
had
there.
she had some work, and she's only out on bail. So how come she? I'm sure the ED has an eye on her, isn't it? Where has she gone?
No idea. Ma'am, I think these women, no, so where are these women dancing and how they are just, according to me, modern day prostitutes and modern day belly dancers. These were always being used by the Arabs as for their entertainment purpose or as a cover.
Hmm.
So they will be dancing, distracting, and ये लोग अपना dirty activities जो ये लोग करते रहे हैं, they can keep on continuing. This is what used to happen behind the scenes also. और ये अभी फिल्म में जो मन में है, जो सबकॉन्शियस में डर्ट है सबकॉन्शियस में, तो वही बाहर निकलेगा, है ना? तो और ये लोग कहते हैं कि हाँ लोग वही देखते हैं, वही उसी के लाइक्स एंड ये they have a PR group and agency that is sitting and that is liking all these things and doing. So PR doesn't take any sides. PR goes to the side where money is thrown.
Yeah.
Okay, and to make a noise because ये लोग narcissistic लोग है, egoistic लोग है. Narcissism personality disorder है. It's a disorder actually, मैम. और ये लोग कुछ भी करे, they want to show off. That is the first thing. इनको शो ऑफ करना ही है. एंड ये लोग पता है सोसाइटी में ब्लेंड होने के लिए वाइफ भी है, ये भी है, वो भी है. कोई रियल हस्बैंड वाइफ नहीं है ये लोग, बट बिजनेस वर्ल्ड में व्हाट आई हैव सीन स्पेशली इन इंडिया, not abroad. Abroad, it's okay if you're single, if you're goal oriented, you have to prove your product. Maybe you'll get you'll get something entrepreneurship. Maybe you may not. If you fail, you fail. That's it. But यहाँ पे ये लोग को कैसे what business are they doing that is always successful and they can buy, इतना पैसा है कि ये इतना सब कुछ खरीद सकते हैं, उसका ऑक्ट्रॉय भी पे करना पड़ता है उसको. इम्पोर्टिंग के चार्जेस, मैम, द इम्पोर्टिंग चार्जेस ऑफ दीज कार्स इज एज मच एज द कॉस्ट ऑफ द व्हीकल. सो आप डबल पैसा दे रहे हो एक चीज का. बिकॉज एंडलेस सप्लाई ऑफ मनी कैसे हो सकता है? ये सिर्फ काले धंधों से ही ये पैसा आ सकता है. देयर इज नो अदर वे. नो कोई भी
And
लीगल
I
बिजनेस.
think,
या
yeah, and I think BJP is using this as a trump card. When they really need, they will use Sukesh against Arvind Kejriwal. Because as it is, they are in deep mess. And when they really want it, they will use it against him.
yeah,
But what is
maybe
the
I hope
point?
so.
See, if you don't tackle murder and all these things there and then, you will wait for an opportunity to come, to use it. Is that justice? Justice is when what happened in UP, when he said, Mafia ko mitti mein milayega, and you see the way they are working. That is called justice. When your anger is so it's brimming, when you see a man getting out of a car and he's being killed in daylight, and when the killer is attacked, yeah, and by and given justice, I mean, that's it. We don't need to look any further. But here we have to wait for election date, or when somebody, it's convenient for one lady minister or that minister. Then when it is convenient, when it is the muhurta is right, at that time they will decide what is Sushant's fate. What is
It's
this nonsense?
nonsense, ma'am. It's just nonsense. I'll just answer one question of Maya ji. She's asking, can
Yeah.
eyes read? can be read to reveal inner thoughts or have become opaque due
Right.
to empty soul. We say, right, eyes is the window to our soul.
Yeah, yeah.
Correct. That is correct. And if you definitely in lie detection, eyes, pupil size, and everything plays a big role.
Mm,
But yeah, it is the truth of that moment,
mm,
basically. It is the truth of that moment. And the thing is, it can just say ki if I'm pressurized to being saying the truth or I'm pressurized to being saying the lies. Because there is no yes and no answer.
mm.
Very hard, but yes, eyes definitely reveal quite a lot. And it has been all the time. Most of the once you cross US, UK, or even here Europe, when you come, they have highly sophisticated. No, they will take all your biometrics in a couple of seconds. All these cameras will take all your biometric data, your
Mm,
face size, your retina
mm,
scan, this that,
mm,
lot of things, sweat
mm.
scan, everything. They reveal quite actually astonishingly quite a lot, you see. So it can be used, it can be even weaponized against you if
So
someone
here,
wants
let me
to
just
just do
tell
it.
one small incident. When you say, eyes can reveal a lot. I was just watching one of the videos a day back, where now that Salman Khan's movie is coming out, every second he's posing. So he gets out of his vanity van and he poses, and he's got this angry look, and then he looks behind where the heroine is coming. Now this heroine is Pooja Hegde, and she comes very slowly. I mean, not keeping pace with him. And then she comes near him. And if you look at Pooja Hegde's eyes, you will see there is so much of pain in her eyes. And you
Mhm.
can make out that he has done something to her. You know, his history of abuse, physical abuse. He is a master at that. Now he's also getting abused by anonymous people. Now you could make out that something has transpired between this footpath man and this young girl, and you can make out that though she's smiling for the press and politely obliging them, this woman something has happened. Now, see, you know how it is, Shreyastha. In this man's case, he's like a spider. He will wait for you to fall into his web.
Correct.
So first, what he'll do is he'll woo you and all that, and compliment you, because that's how he was doing earlier with Pooja, with what is that other girl, that Punjabi girl, the singer. He
Give
was doing it.
Shahnaaz Gill,
Yeah,
right?
Shreyas, yeah, flirting with her, kissing her, and all that. Then the moment they are inside the web, then he becomes, he shows his true colors. And I don't know what they see. We know what a depraved character they are. What they do, behind doors, we all know. Because even the earlier girl, his girlfriend, was speaking of things like sodomy. Okay. So they are people who can go to any extent. So if you look, just like what Maya said just now, can you study? Yes. Just looking at that girl's eyes, you could make out that she has been abused, and abused in a way, because she comes from a decent family. I've seen family's, videos in some of the. She comes
It's
from
a
a
very
decent,
it's a
yeah,
very
decent Telugu.
reputed last name. Very
Yeah,
reputed last
yeah,
name.
yeah.
Girls from this family are doctors, engineers,
Ah,
ruling
yeah.
Bombay
See,
and Karnataka.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And look at that.
So
Ah.
what the hell is
So
she doing for
somewhere,
some 2 minutes
somewhere,
fame?
Shreyasa, I felt bad, because
Mm.
as a woman, you feel bad for another woman, okay? But at the same time, she has been throwing herself on for money. So then, what do you expect? See, you're walking the wrong path. When
Ma'am,
you're
I
walking the wrong path, what do you expect? You know of his reputation. It is a string of women, you know, and deaths and so many things. Even what that other man has said, the bulb man, he said about his farm. See, everybody knows the truth. How can you even touch him with a barge pole?
Mm-hmm. Ma'am, I'll just answer. Yeah, ma'am, I'll just answer a couple of questions from Sonal and Nandini. So they are saying Sonal is saying narcissism cannot be cured. That's true.
Yeah,
It's a personality defect,
yeah,
and they are never going to be all right until their death. Never. Even if they pretend that they are fine, they are not fine. They are sick.
yeah.
And there is like, at least here in Europe, there are specialized cells,
mm,
full 24/7 monitoring even after they're out.
mm.
They have inbuilt chips inside their bodies so that they're always tracked and stuff like that. Because even in the US, because they are dangerous people,
Yeah.
and they can do anything, because they don't have that, like I said, amygdala
Mm,
that is so small that it just cannot process emotions, so they don't
mm,
have it. तो कहते हैं ना,
mm,
जो आपके पास नहीं है आप उसको मिस नहीं करते.
mm,
So it's like, अगर I don't want to use this, okay, I'll use a better example.
mm,
I
mm,
had a very weird example in my mind. uh, Cats and dogs और animals को कलर नजर नहीं आता है.
mm,
तो अगर तुम डॉग या कैट को पूछोगे डू यू मिस रेड कलर और ग्रीन कलर, उसको समझ में आएगा नहीं. उसको ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट ही दिखता है, उसकी दुनिया ही वही है, उसका परसेप्शन ही वहीं से डेवलप होता है. बट इफ यू आस्क अ पर्सन जिसको पहले विजन था, जो कलर देख सकते थे और ओल्ड एज में भी नहीं देख पा रहे, दे विल मिस इट अ लॉट, दे विल फील द इमोशनल डिस्ट्रेस.
mm,
दैट इज द डिफरेंस. और
mm.
जब मैं अमिगडाला की बात करती हूँ, इनके ब्रेन में है ही नहीं, तो ये प्रोसेस ही नहीं कर सकते. बट इनको पावर, ईगो, शाइनी थिंग्स, ये सारी चीज़ें समझ में आ रहा है. एंड आई वॉन्ट इट, एंड आई वॉन्ट इट एट एनी कॉस्ट. आई एम रेडी टू गो एट एनी
Mm,
लेवल.
mm,
एंड जब आपका जब पूरा सर्कल ही वैसा है, यू नो, लाइक मैम, लकीली फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ समवन कम्स टू मी, दे विल आस्क ऐसा करना है वैसा करना है, बी केयरफुल, ट्राई दिस मेथड, यू कैन डू दिस, दिस इज अ मच सेफर वे. बट उनके सर्कल में क्या है, यही सत्य वचन है, इसने भी यही किया था, तेरे आने से पहले सारे लोगों ने यही किया है, वरना देख तेरे साथ क्या होगा जो सुशांत के साथ हुआ था. राइट. दैट्स हाउ दे धमकी, ड्रामेबाजी, ये सब करके ही दे अचीव एवरीथिंग. एंड व्हेन सम देयर वाज नंदिनी who's asking how do they get so much money to spill on PR, all these black activities,
mm, mm,
all these dirty activities,
mm,
इसी से ही पैसा आता है. और लोगों को जैसे ये बिजनेसमैन को ट्रैप में डाल के, इवन इफ ही इज क्लीन मैम, आई डोंट
mm,
नो व्हाट इज द 200 crores एंड ऑल, वो पूरा बिजनेस का, वो बिजनेस रनिंग का पैसा है, यू नो, दैट इज द
mm,
डे टू डे ट्रांजैक्शन. आई
mm,
एम प्रिटी श्योर द बिजनेस ओनर doesn't enjoy 200 crores because he knows that he has to spend so much to keep his business running, and to bring in more, because business operations are not that easy. Even the smallest of the business, right? बहुत, you have to spend a lot of money, wait a lot of years before कुछ अच्छा traction आए. और ये लोगों को एक आदत लग गया है कि मुझे शॉर्टकट लेना है, मुझे ऐसे मिल जाएगा. नहीं, दैट इज रॉन्ग. यू विल, आप अब जो लोग इस दुनिया में, इस धंधे में घुस जाते हैं, अब देखिए अजीब सा एजिंग करते हैं, इनको कैंसर ज़्यादा होता है, क्योंकि इन पे अजीब अजीब से इनके ऊपर एक्सपेरिमेंट्स होते हैं, गंदी गंदी चीज़ें करते हैं ये लोग.
So
दैट्स व्हाई
there's a
दिस.
question:
या.
what is this narcissism concept? Why suddenly it has surfaced? What is behind this? He says he knows the surface level meaning, but what is happening now?
मैम, ये मैं क्राइम क्राइम के ऊपर मैं आ जाती हूँ. क्या है नार्सिसिज्म? बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन है. तो हम सबको पता है कि वी ऑल नो एंगर, समवन चीटिंग, समवन लाइंग, समवन स्टीलिंग. अरे ये बहुत छोटा क्राइम है. नार्सिसिज्म एक बड़े लेवल पे है. ये लोग सोसाइटी में ब्लेंड कर जाते हैं और ये लोग सुपर स्मार्ट होते हैं.
Mm,
ठीक है. एंड लाइफ में थोड़ा नार्सिसिज्म होना भी चाहिए मेरे
mm,
हिसाब से, लेकिन यू नो, इट्स लाइक थोड़ा कॉन्फिडेंस बूस्ट होना चाहिए. आप अपने आप को प्रेजेंट करो तो अच्छा प्रेजेंट करो, ये करो. लेकिन जो असली नार्सिसिस्ट होते हैं, जिनमें ये डिसऑर्डर होता है, वो अलग ही लेवल के होते हैं. उनके ब्रेन, दिमाग का फंक्शन भी थोड़ा अलग होता है, और उनको सामने वाले के दुख और दर्द को वो नहीं समझ पाते, ना समझना चाहते हैं, क्योंकि इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस भी टाइम के साथ डेवलप होता
mm,
है.
mm,
पेन क्या होता है, छोटे बच्चे को नहीं पता है आग क्या है. उसका आग जले, हाथ जलेगा, तो
mm,
उसको पता चलेगा नहीं, मुझे इससे दूर रहना है.
mm,
ओके. अगर
mm,
बहुत अच्छी माँ है तो माँ बचा के रखेगी ना, मॉम विल प्रोटेक्ट, और इवन योर फादर विल प्रोटेक्ट. बट लेट्स अज्यूम चिल्ड्रन आर मोर विद देयर मदर,
mm,
मॉम विल प्रोटेक्ट. नार्सिसिस्ट का लाइफ ऐसा नहीं होता यूजुअली. यूजुअली ये बड़े ब्रोकन फैमिली से आते हैं या निग्लेक्टेड फैमिली से आए हुए होते हैं, जहाँ
mm,
शायद दोनों पेरेंट्स बहुत मेहनत कर रहे हो रोज़ी रोटी के लिए, तो ये काफ़ी निग्लेक्टेड फैमिली से आता है। और तभी आप देखोगे ना ये लोग थेफ्ट, फ्रॉड, डिसेप्शन, ब्लैकमेल 2 नंबर का जो भी माइंडसेट है ना इनमें ये होता है। और ये कुछ भी करने को रेडी होता है। इसीलिए हम नार्सिसिज्म हमने यहाँ क्यों डिस्कस किया? क्योंकि जो पर्सन इन इंटरेस्ट है सुकेश, ही एग्ज़िबिट्स दोज़ क्वालिटीज़, उसमें ये सारे गुण हैं। क्योंकि एक ऐसे सोसाइटी में रह रहा है ना? शायद वो हिंदू भी है, नाम से तो हिंदू लग रहा है। हिंदू सोसाइटी में ऐसा नहीं होता कि वाइफ हो और इतनी सारी गर्लफ्रेंड हो और आप ऐसे-ऐसे ये करो, नहीं। और ये कंप्लीटली एक सोसाइटी के, नॉट ओनली सोसाइटी के कल्चर के अगेंस्ट है, ये देश के अगेंस्ट है। और इसके इलीगल एक्टिविटीज़ हम इन्फ्लेशन के रूप में हम सबके लाइफ में आता है। इनके काले कर्मों का प्राइस टैग हमारे प्रोडक्ट्स पर आता है और हम सब इनके काले कर्मों का प्राइस पे करते हैं। आप सब, आपने टिकट पे किया, आपने इंटरनेट का पैसा दिया, आपने ये सब दिया, ये सारा का सारा प्राइस, ये जो भी पैसा फाइनेंशियल क्राइम में मैम, वंस द मनी इज गॉन, वेदर इट इज़ यूएस, इंडिया, अगर एक फाइनेंशियल ट्रांजैक्शन में पैसा चला गया, वो पैसा वापस नहीं आता है। ये लोग सारे काले, ये सारा पैसा कहाँ जाता है? ड्रग्स में यूज़ होता है, शोषण, यानी ह्यूमन राइट्स, गर्ल्स बॉयज़, पता नहीं क्या-क्या डर्टी चीज़ें होती है, गंदे चीज़ों के प्रोडक्शन में जाता है, फ्रॉम सब्सटेंस अब्यूज़ टू सेक्सुअल अब्यूज़। एंड इसका प्राइस टैग हम सब पे करते हैं, जो भी हम प्रोडक्ट्स खरीदते हैं, चाहे वो मेकअप के प्रोडक्ट्स क्यों ना हो, क्योंकि ये सारे के सारे लोग, अभी तो मेबेलिन प्रमोट हो रहा है ना? ऑल दीज प्रोडक्ट्स आर बीइंग, वी आर यूजिंग इट, राइट? कहीं ना कहीं हम कुछ ना प्रोडक्ट तो यूज करेंगे ही। और प्रोडक्ट्स कौन से सामने आ रहे
Here,
हैं? या
Shreyastha, मैं एक बात कहना
या
चाहती हूँ. Perhaps it's just like advice for the viewers, okay?
करेक्ट।
तो आप जब कहते हैं कि हम सब ये जो इंटरनेशनल ब्रांड्स यूज करते हैं अभी भी, मगर see, I have made a conscious decision to move to Indian products. ओके, जब भी मैं काजल डालती हूँ तो मैं आयुर्वेदिक ब्रांड लेती हूँ, जो इसमें जैसे बोलते हैं ना कि ऑर्गेनिक है। और अगर हेन्ना यूज करती हूँ तो उसमें भी जो ऑर्गेनिक है। अभी जो भी ये बोलते हैं ना इंटरनेशनल ब्रांड्स, उसको सब मैंने आई हैव बैंडेड. Okay, even if I use anything, even the soap, the mildest of soap, mildest of shampoo made by all these things that we get in India. तो क्या होता है, if we make it a conscious effort, Shreyasa, your skin will look good, your hair will look good, everything will look good. You don't need all this. See, because if you look at all this Maybelline and all that, they're using things that are poisonous. Ultimately in a shampoo, you will have one ingredient which is cancer causing. Okay, so my advice to all of you is that systematically get out of it. For example, you've been eating fast food for so long. Okay, move back to dal chawal, rajma, and see the difference. You'll see that your whole body becomes different. Your skin starts glowing. Just stop having instant food or any of these preservatives. You will see all these sodas, knock them off. Hmm? Coming back to your point. Now, one more thing connected to what I said about Pooja Hegde. Since viewers are interested in that, I just wanted to say that. See, friends, if you notice this wedding of Kiara Advani to this one Siddharth, you will see that usually in a wedding, everybody's at their happiest because see that's a moment everybody cherishes in their life. Now, if you look at that girl's wedding, first of all, everything was rehearsed. Okay, just like a movie, they did the whole thing. But look at her eyes. If you look at her eyes, you will see that she has lost something. She has lost something very, very big. Okay. Now, since we, as you said, we cannot go in the background and find out exact details, we know that this is only a sham. Okay. And there are what you call stipulations that tell you that see when you get into this you should do this. So that should do this. Why I'm saying this, friends, is that after the wedding you never see them together.
Contract
Before the
marriage,
wedding,
ma'am.
they are there, they're all over each other in swimming suits and Maldives and Mauritius and everywhere. Up to you never find them together. What is the reason? Huh? Otherwise, Alia was just like a spider on top of Ranveer, you know. Or you look at this one, Kiara, or the other people. You take Katrina Kaif. They were all over their men. Now their men can go to hell. We don't care to hoots. I'm going to do what I like. It's that attitude. So very clearly, इनकी आंखों में जब ये दर्द दिखता है, खराब लगता है क्योंकि हम भी तो वी आर ऑल्सो वेमेन, वी फील फॉर देम। मगर जब आपने ही अपना पाथ चूज किया है तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं? कुछ भी नहीं। You are the one who has chosen it. Okay?
It's
There are many people, women, who have undergone so many things and yet decided they will study and become a police officer or become an IS officer or a scientist or, IA expert like you know. So you did not go that easy path. क्यों? तो इसमें why
ma'am,
should
I
we feel
was
any pity?
warned, ma'am, I was warned. Like when I was a dancer with the Shamak Dawars Institute in Bombay, performing arts. And I was selected for many because I have dimples and all, and I look very cute. Even now,
Cute.
I get a lot of people saying a promotion career. I'm like, leave it. It's a world I consciously ignored. And when I was small, when I was going for these auditions, I was specifically told in the background, Shreyastha, this and this is gonna happen. This and this is gonna happen. Are you okay with it? You don't seem like that girl. I was really, because I was really into dancing, and I left it. Now I've not danced ever since that day, and I used to miss it quite a lot. But when all these things came out, and Sushant came, why I'm very close to this Sushant thing because he was a Shamak Davar dancer and everything, and all these things. So it ached my heart, and I used to feel, thank God, someone in the finale round warned me कि श्रेष्ठा don't go in the ahead of rounds. ऐसे होता है इन लोगों के साथ.
No. See, why did they
Yeah.
warn you? Why did they warn you? What did they say was in store for
And
you?
so I'll tell you, Shamak Davar is very, like, people remember, very smart people go there. It's not only they're very intelligent, like they're very well educated people, and like literally, very organized, very smart. So they even know, like, I used to only go for the summer break dance classes basically. So that is when you have a little bit of time between school, and there is no tuition, there is no school, and they used to ask kitna marks aaya, kya mila. So they knew that isko I used to get very good marks, always in the top 3, top 5, things like that. So my instructors knew my inclining, and I'm very stubborn. Like, if I made a decision, I will stick to it, or it's very hard to change my mind. I do change my mind. I am also flexible, but एक होता है ना, okay, I want to do this, so I will do it. I'll work very hard towards it. Like, I'm that kind. That is my personality type. So they knew that I'm pursuing it, going for it, and this and that. But they also knew that I'm a little bit, I'm like, I was very small, 12, 13, 14 age. You don't know much what's happening behind the scenes. And then they explained me, ye hota hai behind the scenes. And
What
I
होता
was
है?
like
क्या
shocked.
होता है?
Ma'am, you have to remove your dress, you have to wear very skimpy clothes, and I was never comfortable with that. Never, never. Even when, if there were shows of shamak which are asking you to wear, or when you have to model, you have to have a very slim body. That time I was very slim also. uh, and you have a lot of constant pressure, and you have to actually forget about your studies. And I used to rank in Maharashtra in top 15, 20 with my mathematics skills and all that at that point in time. Olympiads as well as everything. So physics was not that good. Now my physics is very good. Math has gone. But I'm just saying that at that moment. So they knew that I'm a very studious person, and they, like, my instructors kind of protected me in this case. I think it was God's grace.
What? See, what
Yeah.
other than that? You said that you were supposed to wear skimpy clothes. What else did they do to you?
Ma'am, it
Not to
used to
you.
be,
What
not
would they
you,
do to people?
everybody. Like, ma'am, you have to agree to their, you have to always say yes. आप नखरेबाजी नहीं, आप ये नहीं कह सकते हो कि I cannot, I don't want this in my claws. I will not kiss, I will not hold this, I'm
Ah,
allergic to, you cannot have all that.
ah, ah.
You have to say a yes, and हाँ बोल के ही आगे जाना,
तो
बिकॉज
एकता कपूर के
thousands of people.
कॉन्ट्रैक्ट जैसे।
Correct,
हाँ,
correct. But it was not as bad, ma'am. At that time, it was
उसमें
not
तो
that.
न्यूडिटी है, इसमें तो और कुछ है।
Ma'am, yeah, ma'am. That time nudity and all was not there, but skimpy clothes, time issues, and you had no control over your time and money.
हम्म,
So does that even make sense?
yeah.
It
Yeah, so
doesn't make
Purna is
sense.
saying phenoxyl ethanol is the, yes, absolutely. Ever since, I saw that, I get so frightened. I never use those shampoos. Earlier, when, I was abroad, I used to like the ones, that made your hair soft. But now I don't touch it. Even if my hair is rough or anything, I don't care two hoots. What is important is health, you know. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. And
Mm.
coming back to people like Sukesh, they
तो इसमें
reward this
जाते हैं वापस आपके जो टॉपिक पे,
dancing,
how do
ma'am.
they get the resources to operate from jail?
मैम इट्स ऑर्गेनाइज्ड लाइक योर डे टू डे बिजनेस ऑपरेशंस, ठीक है? एक कोई लॉजिस्टिक्स का हेड होगा, लॉजिस्टिक कंपनीज जो चला रहे, अमेजोन इज द फ्रंट,
Hmm,
ओके? बट अमेजोन को कौन सपोर्ट कर रहा है? लोकल पीपल ओनली,
hmm,
तो नाम उनका नहीं आएगा।
hmm,
सो एंड कोई ना कोई, लाइक जैसे मॉडलिंग के वर्ल्ड में कैमरा मैन से लेके मेकअप आर्टिस्ट तक एवरीवन इज
hmm,
इन्वॉल्व इसमें, ऑडिशंस में से लेके कौन इसमें ज़्यादा लॉजिस्टिक के लोग होते हैं।
hmm,
और लॉजिस्टिक्स का काम में कोई, यू डोंट हैव टू बी ग्रेट, आपको बस एक चीज़ पैकेट ए से बी तक पहुंचाना है। इंडिया में कोई भी स्ट्रिक्ट रूल्स नहीं है, लाइक अब्रॉड तो एवरीथिंग इज चेक्ड, इवन गरम मसाला इज चेक्ड in X-ray and
hmm,
whatnot they will do, whether you are carrying some kind of gunpowder or something like that. Nothing like that happens in India ना।
hmm,
systems होने के बाद भी implement तो कुछ नहीं किया जाता है।
hmm.
दैट इज़ द अनफॉर्चुनेट रियलिटी ऑफ दिस इंडस्ट्री। तो ये ऑपरेट कैसे करते हैं? शिप्स एंड लॉजिस्टिक एरियाज से इनका ट्रांसफ़र ऑफ ह्यूमंस एंड डर्टी प्रोडक्ट्स, और ये अगर प्रोडक्ट्स इन द सेंस कुछ मार्केट में पुश करना है, ओके, और जल्दी सर्टिफिकेशन नहीं मिल रहा है लैब का, या तो पैसा दे के निकलवा लो, बहुत घूस देना पड़ता है, इवन इफ योर प्रोडक्ट इज गुड घूस देना ही पड़ता है। आई
तो
नो
ये
इट।
घूस पूरा जाता है किसको? जाता है आपको, यानी आप पार्टी को?
मैम पार्टी पीपल को जिन्होंने अपॉइंट किया है, स्पेसिफिक ऑफिसर्स या इन लोगों
मगर
को।
जब ये तिहाड़ जेल की बारे में बात करते हैं, तो वो दिल्ली पुलिस के नीचे आता है। दिल्ली पुलिस तो बीजेपी के नीचे है, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के भी नीचे है।
बट मैम आई डोंट थिंक दे आर रिपोर्टिंग टू द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट, दे आर जस्ट रिपोर्टिंग टू द पॉलिटिशियन,
हाँ,
बिकॉज
because somehow I
सेंट्रल,
feel Tihar jail is under the AAP only, because they
आई
are
थिंक
getting
सो
all the
यस।
facilities. All the people who are jailed, they are getting spa treatments, manicure, pedicure, सब मिलते हैं।
वही आई एम सरप्राइज्ड, कैसे इसको इतना ट्रीटमेंट मिल रहा है, उसका स्किन अभी भी ग्लो कर रहा है। लाइक क्या खाया तुमने? क्या क्या ब्रांड का खाना खाया? मैम जेल फूड इज हॉरिबल, एंड
Pune
आई
saying,
फील
wish we
सुकेश
could
इज
see you
लाइक
dance, Shreyastha.
someday, yes, someday, मैम आई विल टेल यू, जेल का खाना सबसे गंदा खाना होता है, राइट? एंड लेकिन सुकेश तो बिजनेस ऑपरेशंस रन कर रहा है, उसका स्किन ग्लो कर रहा है, वो तो आराम से बैठ के फोन कॉल कर रहा है, इज लिविंग हिज लाइफ, उसको शांति मिलती है, उसको
अच्छा, ये
रूटीन में।
ये जो मैंने पहले
Yeah.
I had read about this earlier. Arun Jaitley, once he was put in jail, and he was in charge of the jail kitchen. Hmm? So what he did was he chose some convicts who were good cooks. Hmm? And he used to make them tell them to make nice parathas and mutton curry for dinner. So when they left the jail, they were all very quite heavy, fat and heavy, because usually you lose weight when you go to jail, but these people put on weight after returning from jail.
5 स्टार विश लिस्ट होता है ना, माय गॉड, व्हाट मैम, व्हाट आर दे डूइंग? एंड
हाँ,
मेरा
तो माया
क्वेश्चन
पूछ रही है,
है,
Shreyastha, you were talking about SWOT scans. Can you tell us exactly what info can be obtained?
मैम एवरीथिंग यू कैन इवन ऑब्टेन इंफॉर्मेशन कि आपको कब ऑस्टियोपोरोसिस होने वाला है, कितने टाइम पे, कब तक, पूरा बोन डेंसिटी का इंफॉर्मेशन मिल जाता है, कौन से आपको पॉसिबल डिजीज भी हो सकते हैं वो भी पता चल जाता है. Literally, that is
See
how
here,
advanced tech is.
yeah, one very interesting thing, Shreyastha and Maya. See, please watch this movie called A Man Named Otto. You see that, my God, it's brilliant where this the hero, everybody knows about his disease, because they make use of that to kick them out of their house so that they can use the house. Okay, so so this is a movie all of you should watch. It's brilliant at many levels, because how we have our own prejudices, and how we get over that, plus the way the government uses you and all these agencies use you. Brilliant movie, Maya and Shreyastha. So all of you who would like to watch it, please watch it.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Ma'am, like we as civil society, we need to take. Okay, I will take care of my. I have lots
I
of.
think the perhaps Puna, the lighting is not right, and
Yeah, I'm in a different
yeah,
location, not at
yeah.
home today.
So otherwise, the glow will be there.
Thank you for thinking about.
And Puna, here also, I wanted to tell you, when you were talking about the products that even don't trust products from Lakme. Okay, let me tell you that, because when I was using kajal and any eye makeup by Lakme, every night I used to get a lot of itching, and I used to feel so scared, because I didn't want it to lead to anything. Then I completely switched to Ayurveda kajal, which is made with wick and all that. So after that, I've never had a problem. So please don't think that, see, because Lakme is your own Indian brand, they're using the best of products. They're also using products that can irritate the skin.
Skin.
Yeah,
Ma'am, skin is such a big business, and there are so many different types of skin that types and what can happen. There is no guarantee, to be
yeah,
honest, but it's the biggest business and one of the easiest, fast moving in the FMCG category. It is the highest selling products. Like you go in any supermarket, these are the things it's very easy to put in your pockets and purses. They really sell like
yeah.
anything, really.
And also,
So,
Shreyastha, I think we have only a few minutes more.
hmm,
I want to tell the viewers, tomorrow night, at 9:15, I'll be holding a live on Twitter for SSRIans. Okay,
hmm,
because we are going to talk about why there has been no justice for SSR so far. So Alka, that should address your what you have said, because we will be addressing the prime minister, and we will be talking about why that they are selecting the dates when they should give justice to SSR and not go according to judiciary norms. Okay, now when they want a case to be fastened, they always do it quickly, but when the case is not important to them, they look for loopholes to get away from it. So this is going to be a very, very important session. It'll be live, so please, tomorrow on Twitter, it'll be on open space. So friends, all of you, it's at 9:15, at all SSRs. I would request all of you, even if you come for 5 or 10 minutes, come and listen, give your viewpoint, and form a team. You don't have to think that, see, I belong to this team or that team, A, B, C, D. In the world, we are all SSRs. So let us just be one hand, and let us say why are we being delayed in the justice for SSR. So please join me in full a crowd tomorrow, including you, Shreyastha, if you're free.
yeah, yeah.
9:15 tomorrow. Tomorrow we are talking about Saturday night tomorrow. So please join us, and so it's very, very important. Thank you, Alka, for a quick reminder on that. And let's just see what Sonali is saying.
Ma'am,
Shivendra and
Sonal is
Parminder
away.
Singh are in prison for diverting funds from co-company to their wives. Okay, he got 200 crores wrong. Okay. So
Ma'am,
on
last
that
thing I
note,
want to say, yeah,
yeah,
ma'am,
please,
just yeah,
please.
ma'am,
Yeah,
this is what narcissists do. They know everyone's weaknesses. So he knows that Aditi's weakness is husband is in jail. He knows actress का weakness है कि उसको next project मिलना चाहिए, money मिलना चाहिए, and they need money for sustenance. That's why they do hera fairy,
yeah,
idhar ka udhar, and that is how they keep on doing this hera fairy and keep on operating and live this life. This is where all the things were connected. So I hope I could help people understand and
yeah,
yeah.
very much, very much. And not only that, just discussing things in general. that apply to us in life and outside life is important, Shreyastha.
Yeah.
So even the tidbits you said about Shamak Dawa, everything is important. It goes as advice, you know. So thank you for that, and
Yes,
we'll see you
ma'am.
next week. Yeah. Good
Yes.
night.
Good
Yeah.
night
Thank
and
you, and Jai Hind.
Jai Hind, ma'am. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.